Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are here visiting the Tower of London. The Tower of London is a historic part of England and also the United Kingdom of Great Britain as itself, because most of its history started in this fortress or castle. And most of the decisions that shaped the early world and then the British Empire kind of started in this place. So we're starting by walking towards the Tower of London. So we're going to start at the London Bridge. And the London Bridge is that bridge. So you'll be shocked, it's a new bridge. Yes, the old London Bridge that's in the songs like London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. So that bridge is long gone, and in the early 1900s, inspired by the brutalist, minimalist type of architecture, they have built the new London Bridge. And there was an older one, but it doesn't look like that in the medieval ages, which was replaced and brought to America. And that building that looks like a semi-Toblerone is the Shard. And from afar, the Tower Bridge, which we often mistake to be the London Bridge, but that's the Tower Bridge. It was built during the reign of Queen Victoria, and that's the HMS Belfast. So in the next coming videos, we will be featuring and touring the HMS Belfast. The HMS Belfast is a museum ship, and it's being managed by the Imperial War Museum. And why was it preserved? So the HMS Belfast is instrumental because, being a humble cruiser under the Royal Navy of His Majesty at that time, it was able to sank its formidable enemy, the pride of the German Navy, which is not the Bismarck but the Scharnhorst. So the Scharnhorst is the pride and flagship of the German Navy at that time, and the cruiser with the help of some ships, but she mainly did all of the work. So the cruiser HMS Belfast was able to sink the Scharnhorst. So if you're confused now about between the Scharnhorst and the Bismarck, the Scharnhorst was built before the Bismarck, so it precedes the Bismarck. The Bismarck was in World War II, so the Scharnhorst is before the Bismarck. So being a small cruiser, it was able to beat the battleship, and it's slowly making sense that having a battleship is becoming obsolete. So in this coming days, we'll be visiting that, and we'll be featuring that in one of our videos. And again, that building, that tall tower, is the Shards. So we have reached now the Tower of London. So the Tower of London was started by the Romans. You know, the Romans, who originated from Rome, and they have colonized most of the known world back then. And even Jerusalem, they have colonized. So the Romans came to Britain and they have built a capital, which they called Londinium, and which later was called London. So they built a small fortress on the spot of the Tower of London. And the Romans came out of the country, and this fortress was reinforced, and that's how it became to look like this over the span of the centuries. And that's just a quick look of the moat. It's filled with water diverted from the river back then, and it serves as a barrier, a fortification, to stop enemy soldiers from crossing the tower. To the tower. In this video, I'm not going to talk a lot. This is just the beginning of the video. I would like you to immerse yourself in I would like to evoke an atmosphere of you touring or walking the tower, around the Tower of London, and having a sense of what it is. And hopefully in the next coming months, you'll be coming to visit our country, the United Kingdom, and go to the Tower of London. So so you see there the lions, and those are just some sculptures, but the reason why that was placed there is it serves as a memory, because during the Victorian era and a few decades earlier than that, the royal menagerie, or the animals, exotic animals, lions, zebras, elephants, polar bears, and other bears, they were placed in those areas. And the Tower of London served as a zoo where Londoners and people from all over the country came to just like us today, were relishing on how we look. So this was already open to the public during the Victorian era for a fee, of course, just like today. And they can see the animals, the exotic animals of the royal menagerie or zoo. The Tower of London has witnessed violence throughout its history. Many deaths, executions, schemes, treachery, and it's not just me who's saying this. If you will look at American shows about horrors and haunted places, and also here in the UK, the Tower of London is tagged as one of, or the most haunted place in the United Kingdom, and they said the world too. In this video, I know the spots where those alleged apparitions happened, and the executions, the murders. I will just not discuss that in this video. I would prefer to have a separate video about that, wherein we will go to the places, have a feel of it, have a look, and I will tell what happened in this place. But in this video, I will just let you just immerse yourself on what the Tower of London looks like. So there's two entrances. So this was where the old drawbridge was back then. And Just to set your expectations, do not expect that you will see a palace like Bridgerton type palaces. And if you have seen the Three Musketeer movies, wherein you can see those posh royal palaces. So this palace or castle that you're going into, this is a fortress, and this is you'll be shocked how rough the royal life is in the United Kingdom in those times. Or there was no United Kingdom at that time yet. There was England, so you can see how England was at that time. How the life of the king was. So we're going to St. Thomas Tower. So it's just a section, like an alley of the fortification, and it turns out this is a part of where the kings in the 13 to 1400s were having their residence. So they do not live in the main tower. You'll see the main tower later. It's called the White Tower. That's actually the Tower of London. But yeah, the surrounding things are the fortifications. So that's the Traitor Bridge. No, sorry. The Traitor's Gate, not the Traitor's Bridge. The Traitor's Gate. So it has a direct connection to the river Thames. And the reason why it's called the Traitor Bridge is because if you are sent to the Tower of London to be imprisoned, you'll pass there, and most or all of the people that have passed in that area never went out of the tower. Okay, so I'll be silent for now and let you see or immerse yourself in the tour. And I have made a tag of several areas which I would like you to note that have some kind of importance for me.